just press keyword and start if you'd like to be able to start right at the end of this one.
So can we remind us without...
Do you want a minute at the beginning?
Yeah, just to remind.
Sure, absolutely. Global Business School will take 1 minute to remind us of who we are today.
Yeah, so we are a consulting group, and you are obviously the executive of the construction companies. Our case covers the issue of destruction of the forest in order to build a toll road that will connect Moscow and St. Petersburg. So yeah, this case is a really interesting one because, for example, myself, I'm from Russia, he's from Azerbaijan, so it's kind of close to us, and we can know more things about that thing, and we can explain to you even more things.
Okay, we'll start right now.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here. You may begin.
Yeah. So the construction of the road, this project was designed in 2004. It was designed, as I said before, to connect two capitals, let's say capitals of Russia, Moscow and St. Petersburg, in a really convenient way.
So this road had a very big importance for the whole society because the previous roads, they were already old and inconvenient, and it was unique for the Russia because it was the largest private-public partnership project, and everybody was waiting the good moments of this project. But in the reality, everything went wrong. Firstly, from the very beginning, the tender of this project was unfair. There was only one company who participated in this tender, and obviously it won it. Also, the government changed the forest code in their favor, which gave them access to cut the trees and to build the road on this place. Also, one of the main stakeholders, Sheremetyevo Airport, was very interested in this project because the only way to connect the Moscow and the Sheremetyevo Airport was cutting the forest and building the road through the forest.
It was a great shortcut, obviously.
Yeah, it was a great shortcut, and all information was concealed from the society till 2008. And when the society knew about it, it was a huge protest against it.
Yeah, so there were a lot of assaults on various activists who tried to defend this forest, as locals really love this forest, and also this forest is sometimes called lungs of Moscow because it provides a lot of oxygen, and as we know, Moscow is really industrially polluted area and all things around that. So yeah, but authorities decided to do it in their way. But protests made some impact on authorities and on companies and organizations that participated in this project. In particular, European Investment Bank and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development were forced to withdraw from the project, as European Commission and many other entities of European Union forced them to leave because it was unethical and it was unfair. Also, it's important to say that the forest itself is really important for Moscow. There are a lot of rare species of animals, plants, trees, and so on. So the defense was really strong there. And various reports from various organizations such as Greenpeace, WWF, and so on, claim that even a small fragmentation of this forest will inevitably lead to a worsening of the overall ecological situation in the Moscow region. Moreover, Bankwatch reports claim that there were a lot of corruption while they were doing this project, as there is one company called Northwest Concession Company, which is owned by Russian tycoon Boris Rottenberg, and there were a lot of offshores made to build this road. So yeah. So they decided to cut down about 100 hectares of the forest and build this toll road.
as well as this road will have a big danger for the forest. It won't reoccupy the money which was spent in the nearest 30 years. Many financial reports predict that the government have to spend $200 million more only on the maintenance of this road in the future 20 years. As well as in comparison with other roads which were built in Europe and in America, this road costs twice expensive. For example, the Milan-Napoli road, which is the same distance, it costs $20. However, the Moscow-St. Petersburg road will cost $50.
Yeah, so...
and there are many doubts about the usefulness of this road.
Yeah. So European companies participated in this project, especially Vinci company, that is a French construction company. They violated every sustainability code and every human moral laws while participating there. They ignored their own sustainability reports. They also, while they were doing all these projects, there were a lot of violations on various declarations and conventions, such as Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Animal Welfare Declaration, Stockholm Declaration on Human Environment, Rio de Janeiro Declaration of 1972, and many other declarations. So obviously, let's call a spade a spade. So when the government is weak, like it is in Russia, it's in the businesses' responsibility to know what they're doing, to know which projects they are participating in. And they should thoroughly examine those projects. Because, for instance, it's an impossible situation if this Vinci company would do the same thing in European countries or in the US and so on. So yeah, what we propose to the companies and
to conduct the codes, also to communicate with the ecological organizations when the cutting of forest is on the game.
Yeah. So and also it's important to say that it was one of the largest public-private partnership projects in Russia. So while they're conducting it, they also should thoroughly sort of see all the consequences of this project. So we also propose to create some sort of ethical committees in the companies that will cooperate with business organizations and ecological organizations in order to prevent such situations in future. Also, I suppose that it would be a great idea to provide to provide a good corporate image to the companies, and to be a really good and responsible corporate social citizen. And as this situation is already done, so I mean the forest is already cut down and the road is almost built till the very airport. It is better for companies to mitigate all the adverse effects that they have done while they were doing these projects. And also we should remember that our future generations will live on this planet as well, and if we will pollute it, and if we will do some irresponsible things like these companies, we won't have any future. Thank you. That's it.
Next up, we have the neighbor group. Give me a second here.